Okay, now this is the final video. In this video we're going to create a top view, side view and front view for us to add dimensions to. Now I'm not going to add all the dimensions for you. I'm just going to show you how to do that. We're also going to create a separate scene for actually displaying this. If you want to go to the ultimate level, the next video will actually show you how to take your object and have an exploded view, but that's not compulsory. You don't have to do that unless you want to. Okay, so let's start. You'll notice I'm looking in the view, the scene, which is actually for the doors. And there's a reason for that. We're actually going to place copies of the actual cabinet in this view. So this is the door view. This is the front view. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to press the space bar and I'm going to highlight everything in that picture. I'm now going to take a copy of this. So to do that, we're going to move it with the Command Option key for copy. So M for move in the bottom corner. Remember, I've got everything selected. If your thing moves in separate components, you need to select it all together first before you do this. Hit the Option key. That makes a copy. And I can zoom right out now, go over here and anchor that to the pad that we drew the doors. So we now have two copies. One here, one here. We're actually going to make two more copies, but we're going to do it in this viewpoint here. So I'm just going to move that across a little bit. Right. I'm now going to take this, copy it, and bring it to here. So again, I've got to select it all. Now at this stage, it may be worth doing this. Select everything, Control, make group. Now when we move this, it'll move as one, we won't lose anything behind. Click, Option to make a copy, and we're going to move it to about there. Now we're going to rotate it onto its edge. So we're going to use Q for rotate. Move down in this corner here, choose the corner, making sure that it's a green rotation tool. Click once, rotate, type in 90, enter. You'll notice it's standing up on its edge. We're going to do that again. This time we're going to copy this back. So select once, M for move copy, click on the corner, Option to make a copy and move it back along the green axis to about there. Go around to this direction. Use Q. This time it's red. Click once, click twice, rotate 90 degrees, enter. Now when we have a look at the door, what do you notice? You notice you've got a top view, a side view, and a front view, all in the one place. Now, we don't want to dimension a drawing which is rendered. So what we're going to do is we can change the style for this viewpoint. And we can do that by going up to the menu that says Style. Click on that one there. And we're going to choose a style which is only lines, straight lines here. Whoops. No, I don't like any of those. Let's go back up here to defaults. Let's try that one. There we go. What's that one? That one's called, it doesn't say, it says hidden lines. I think that one's probably the most appropriate for this drawing. Let's get rid of the styles for a minute. Let's get rid of the scenes for a minute. Let's have a look at that drawing and make sure it's filling the screen appropriately. I think that's about right. Might move it across this way a little bit. Okay. Go back to our scenes again. We're going to update this scene So it always goes back to that point. So we'll click on the little three dots and update it. Now, if you have a look at your other front drawing, you'll notice it's still rendered. But when we go to the door one, it's not rendered, which is what we want for dimensioning. Now we're going to add dimensions. So the dimension tool is down here. Click on this, across to, can't see it. Ah, there it is, dimensions. When you're dimensioning, you have to actually physically touch an edge to measure to. Always have one for the cabinet width and the cabinet height. We'll go to that point. Actually, we'll go to that point first. Right to the top. That's going to be difficult. I have to zoom in for that one. Click across. Then you might want to have one from there to there. And you might want to have one from there. Can't see that at the moment. Click on there, out to there. We've also got I'll leave it up to you to where you want to put yours. It might be easy to do an overall one from the back here, I think. From there down to there. One for the width. Now, if you find the dimensions are too big or too small, you can change the dimension in the model info. You can change the size of the font, select model info, select dimension settings. You know, so I've got mine set to regular at 12 and the font is Architectural Daughter. Might change that to something a little bit more Merriweather. And then if I go down to the bottom now and update all dimensions, you'll see they all change. You can also change the ends here depending on which one you like. So you can now create a drawing area for putting all your dimensions in. Now, obviously this is just front, top and side view, and you may need to create other views of X sections in detail for making your project. This is a good start. If you can get to this stage, well done. Just going to stop the video there shortly. I'll just go back, we'll have a look at the front view. Going to look at the side view. Problem. Look at that. That's in the road. What are we going to do? Well, there is something we can do. If we go to the door menu or door drawing there now, and if we select everything that's inside this area, put a big square around it. And if we go to the entity info, it says here is multiple and it's untagged, but we can actually put that in a tag. So if we go back here, if we create a tag, tags down here, we're going to add one and we'll call that orthogonal for orthogonal drawing. Okay. What we can do now is if we select all this and we add it to the orthogonal tag, when we go down to the side view, we can turn the orthogonal tag off. And there we've got the side view. We need to update that scene though, now that we've made that change. So we go to side, click on here, update. So that means that in ISO, you can't see the other drawing. So detailed drawing, you can't. It's off to the side. ISO side and front. There we go. And the door one is now for our orthogonal drawing. So it'd be worthwhile updating the name of this scene by clicking on there, edit, and we'll now call this orthogonal. Done. You've now drawn up the cabinet. We've added dimensions, and you can then export these as printed documents for your folio to present the design aspects of your project. There are things I haven't done. For instance, I haven't done the finial in here, and there may be other details you want to add to that. That's up to you, but this is the very basic. Thank you for watching.